What's going on, everyone? My name is Jackson. Welcome back to the inside of the contest, man. I've been waiting for episode 2 for so long because I knew there was going to be so much juicy content to break down. And this episode delivered. Now, if you haven't seen my first video or Kabam's first video, definitely check it out. Obviously, I break down a lot of stuff, especially what you actually see, because obviously I'm the merchandise guy. I'm the lore guy. I know everything there is when it comes to the contest. On those aspects. A little bit on anything else I'm not too good on, but contests, when it comes to merchandise and lore, I am your guy. So yeah, this is a freaking awesome video. I'm mostly going to be going over just the lore bits, the confirmation of T's champions, because, you know, I'm predicting left and right, and I've been right like 14 out of 19 times this year. I've predicted 14 champs coming to the game this year, and this just confirmed 3 of mine already, so that's another, like, that's what? That's 17 champs, man, that I've confirmed this year. Like that's pretty crazy, man. So yeah, this was an amazing video. I'm only gonna be going over those parts. There are obviously, he talks about Null, Anti-Venom, specifically talks about Null, the creator, Kabam Coop, awesome guy, man. He talks about what goes into his character, what's inspiration, so comic books, King in Black. And also talk about the Deadpalooza variant, which is really awesome, and the new game mode, the 1v1. But yeah, I'm only going to be going over lore and obviously new characters, anything like that. But if you want to watch the video, put it in the description below. Check it out. It's awesome. So obviously, once he finishes No Answer Venom, Kabam Mike says, with the release of Marvel Studios' Eternals, we're going to be adding 2 additional members of the Eon's old team. Specifically says Eon's old team, which to me obviously screams Eternals, man. I've been saying it since day 1, man. Like, same with Null. Like, I've been saying them both are coming to the contest this year. Like, I knew it, man. I was like, Symbiote October. I literally said Mutant and Spidey month back to back. Then an October event, Symbiote event, then an Eternals month, and then I said December was a Herald month or a Spidey event. So that's pretty crazy that I'm so good at this, man. I love it, man. But yeah, so we got 2 members. I've been saying like Black Knight, Cersei. So if you're saying Eon's old, maybe Black Knight's out of the running. But you know, the cast has so much diversity. If you watch the trailer, you know the cast is phenomenal. And they did a really good job at making each character in the movie different than anyone else a part of the team. Because in the comics, they all have the same powers. So in the movies, they have their specific powers. In the game, I could definitely see Icarus being there, but I feel like he might be a Superman, which we already have Hyperion. So I think Cersei would be cool along with someone else. I mean, we got Makari, a speedster. You got so many other characters I would love to see. But yeah, so moving on, Eternals, man. I love it, man. It confirmed finally. But what he also did is he confirmed the December's champ. I cannot believe he just confirmed the December's champ. He's confirmed it to be a Spidey rogue character. So yeah, I kind of expected this. I was a little 50-50. I was really hoping a Herald month because we had Silver Surfer December, not the last December, but December before that, and then we had Spider-Ham. So I knew it was going to be their Herald month or a Spidey month. And yeah, so they confirmed that Spider-Man's rogue character coming to the game, which, like I said, made sense to me. If you take the state of the battle map, I'll put it on the screen. You look over at right below my camera, there are 3 Spidey villains. And if you haven't realized this, we had 2 Spidey heroes 2 months ago, and we had 1 Spidey hero last year. So that's 3 heroes and 3 villains. So it equals out. So yeah, I definitely saw that coming, and I'm really excited that I guess Sandman, Lizard, and Kraven, because Sandman, obviously, we interviewed Kabam Gabe, and he said he was built. On his Twitter, Kabam Gabe said Lizard is joining the game. He's probably joining the game faster than anyone else, and then Kraven was just a guess and someone I wanted, but that could totally be Black Cat, that could totally be Hydra Man, Shocker. Like, it really could be a lot of other characters. Probably Shocker. I mean, Shocker would be a good one, but Kraven just came up, and actually we even saw like just a tease of maybe who could be a part joining. So he shows Morbius first, which is interesting, you know, because he was in the Summoner's Choice last year. He actually lost, and part of the Kabam forum post about that, it said that the losers will not be joining the game in 2021. So for him to show up on a potential 2021 character is a little confusing, but he also has a movie coming out next year. So maybe, I don't know what that means, but hey, he's on here. He would be a cool character, you know, lifesteal, vampire, biting, you know, all that fun stuff that vampires do. Or I guess he's not a real vampire, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, definitely would be interesting to see. Then we have Hydra Man. Hydra Man is a cool character. I was talking to my brother, and we were like, Namor is really the only water like archetype in the game, and even then it's not a main thing of his kit. So Hydra Man, you know, that's could be really cool. My brother was talking about like slow, definitely anything that slows the opponent. I was thinking on the root mechanic, kind of like I was thinking Sandman too. He'd be on that root mechanic that we haven't seen in the game for a long time, and I think that would be cool, you know, slowing the opponent down, doing big bursts, like big giant fist of water for Hydra Man, sand for Sandman. So that would be cool. So if Sandman's coming to the game, I kind of don't want Hydra Man because I feel like they're going to be too similar with all those particles and just making large constructs out of these particles. But yeah, it would be cool. And then also, yes, first off, Hydra Man was also in the Far From Home Spider-Man Far From Home trailer for the contest, because we had a motion comic where we saw what happens in the movie in the game. And that was most likely a projection, just like the movie. Spoilers, sorry, it came out 2019. But that's like the only contest. He actually was a part of that. The next one's Kraven. Kraven, my guy, man. I love Kraven. He was actually, you know, he's been talked about. He's actually even had like he was also in the Phantasmagoria event. Sorry. In Spider-Man Classic, was talking about basically like he got punched by what looked like to be someone similar in a black suit, like a symbiote suit. And he said it hurt as hard as when Kraven punched him. So yeah, so we've had like that, you know, that tease of Kraven before. Even Kabam Gabe, like I talked about earlier. He talked about that the Lizard has actually been confirmed, or sorry, not confirmed, but considered a few times along with Scorpion, Kraven, and favorite villains like Jackal. I'm pretty sure Lizard will make his way to the game sooner. And guess what? Oh, not Shocker. But the Lizard's the last one on here. But yeah, we do have Hobgoblin, we do have Shocker, but I thought I'd bring up that Kraven, you know, he's got two references onto the game. And then we have Shocker, who actually doesn't have any, but he would be a really cool character, honestly. And then next we have Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin's an interesting one because we have Green Goblin and we have Red Goblin in the game. But, you know, someone could just go crazy with him and make it just a fun character. So, yeah. But I think he's actually on a Kabam mural in their offices, and I think someone at Kabam said that every character on there would be added to the game at one point. I think there's like 5 that never added. Sandman's also on there, so you know. I mean, Sandman was pretty much confirmed. Like, he was built, so it'll be really interesting to see what happens. And obviously, Lizard, I just spoke about. He's coming. Kabam said he was coming. Like he was gonna be on. He was gonna be joining the game sooner than anyone else, or sooner than what he said earlier. And that was like 3 years ago. So. Oh man, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, that's it for the Spidey villains. I definitely think that was really cool. Also, this is Kabam Cooper, and obviously you know, we have Kabam Mike. But if you're curious on like those comic books down there, I see Hyperion, Deadpool, some Champion stuff. So it's really hard. A lot of it's pixelated and it's hard to see. So I don't know if that's teasing anything, but obviously we have Deadpool, Hyperion in the game. So I don't know what that means on those comic books. But everything else is just Kabam merchandise. They have the arcade machine behind my camera. They have the Summoner Showdown jerseys. They have the trophies from Comic-Cons, the 2-star crystals, the daily crystal, the ISO spear, the Funkos, and then the actual tiny crystals that you could have got at Comic-Con. So yeah, they have a lot of fun Easter eggs. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I generally pretty happy with all my predictions for State of the Battle Realm. They are gonna stay the same. Sandman, Lizard. I mean, like I said, Kraven could change for sure, and we do have lots of Shocker could work there really well. So that'd be really cool. And yeah, it's really funny how like we had three Spidey heroes join the game in the last year, and we had no Spidey villains, and now we're having 3 Spidey villains. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome. Thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.